Good morning, dear students. Welcome to the home mentoring session of accountancy. Myself, C.S.K. Khanna from the SD Vidya School. Dear students, we were continuing to the chapter of accounting equation, and there we had learned how an accounting equation is prepared and how it is balanced. Accounting equation means assets must be equal to the liabilities plus capital, and it is based upon a very fundamental accounting concept of dual aspect, which states that every business transaction has the two aspects and both the aspects must be recorded in the books of account. Now we had also practiced some accounting equation related problems, numericals, and also learned how accounting equation is drafted for different type of the transactions. We had also learned that how the outstanding expenses, prepaid expenses, unearned income, accrued incomes, they should be dealt with simultaneously relating to the expenses as well as the incomes and the other different type of the transactions, equations we had learned to draft them. Let's understand the other very important aspect, which is known as the debit and credit. What we mean by the debit and credit, what are the rules of debit and credit, and what is the need for that. Generally, whenever we talk about to the accounting work, we very frequently use the word account. So first of all, we have to understand what an account is and what is the objective to prepare that account and what the rules of debit and credit is and how they are to be applied. So very simply, very easily understand, when we use the word account, account here means just a simple format. What we mean by account? Account means a very simple format, and format means under which some information is to be recorded. What is the objective behind preparing an account? The objective behind preparing an account is to summarize all the transactions relating to a particular head in our account. Balance of all the accounts lead to preparation of trial balance. So what account is? Account is a format in which the information relating to a particular head is recorded. What account is? Again, account is a format in which the information relating to a particular head. For example, if we are preparing the cash account, we will record the information relating to cash with reference to various transactions in that account. Now, the account is having the two sides. Left side is known as the debit side and right side is known as the credit side. Now, debit and credit means what now? Here, for this reference only, debit and credit are the two sides of an account. Left side is known as the debit and right side is known as the credit. Recording on the debit side of an account means an item recorded on the debit side of an account is said to be debited to that account. A debit signifies that the value has flowed to the named account. डेबिट साइड में जब हम किसी अकाउंट के ट्रांजैक्शन रिकॉर्ड करते हैं तो उसका मीनिंग ये है कि हमने उस अकाउंट में कुछ आइटम को डेबिट किया. फॉर एग्जांपल, कैश पेड इनटू बैंक अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू कैश अकाउंट. क्रेडिटेड, दैट मींस कैश हैज फ्लॉन इनटू बैंक अकाउंट. अगर हमने कैश बैंक में डिपॉजिट कराया तो हम कैश अकाउंट में डेबिट करते हैं टू बैंक अकाउंट. और मीनिंग क्या हुआ उसका? मीनिंग ये हुआ कि जो कुछ कैश है वो हमने बैंक में डिपॉजिट करा दिया. रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ एन अकाउंट मींस एन आइटम रिकॉर्डेड ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ एन अकाउंट इज सेड टू बी क्रेडिटेड टू दैट अकाउंट. जब हम क्रेडिट साइड में कोई भी एंट्री करते हैं, कोई भी आइटम का रिकॉर्ड करते हैं, तो उसका मीनिंग क्या है? दैट एन अकाउंट इज सेड टू बी क्रेडिटेड टू दैट अकाउंट. कि जो अकाउंट हमने क्रेडिट में लिखा है उसमें हमने कुछ अमाउंट को क्रेडिट किया है. ए क्रेडिट एंट्री सिग्निफाइज दैट वैल्यू हैज फ्लोड आउट ऑफ द नेम्ड अकाउंट. के उस अकाउंट में से कुछ आइटम, कुछ वैल्यू चली गई है. सो दैट इज नोन एज द क्रेडिट. फॉर एग्जांपल, कैश विड्रॉन फ्रॉम बैंक इज कैश अकाउंट डेबिटेड टू बैंक अकाउंट क्रेडिट. दैट मींस कैश हैज ड्रॉन आउट फ्रॉम द बैंक अकाउंट। तो इसका मीनिंग क्या है कि जब हमने कैश बैंक से विड्रॉ किया, निकाला, तो हमने क्या किया, कैश आ गया, हमने कैश अकाउंट को डेबिट किया और बैंक अकाउंट को क्रेडिट किया। और बैंक अकाउंट को क्रेडिट करने का मीनिंग ये हुआ कि बैंक में से कुछ पैसा निकल गया, ड्रॉन्ड आउट फ्रॉम द बैंक। तो डेबिट और क्रेडिट दो साइड हो गई किसी भी अकाउंट की। अब उन साइड्स के लिए हमने क्या इंफॉर्मेशन लिखनी है, उसके लिए कुछ रूल्स बने हुए हैं। अब उन रूल्स को हम समझते हैं। बेसिकली हम जितने भी अकाउंट्स हैं उनको हम 5 कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड करते हैं। जितने भी अकाउंट हैं हमने उनको 5 कैटेगरीज में डिवाइड करना है। फर्स्ट हो गया एसेट्स, सेकंड हो गया लाइबिलिटीज, थर्ड हो गया कैपिटल, फोर्थ हो गया एक्सपेंसेस और लॉसेस, और फिफ्थ हो गया रेवेन्यू और इनकम। इनका कोई ऑर्डर नहीं है, यू मे टेक इट अदरवाइज ऑल्सो। एसेट्स पहले हो गया, उसके बाद कैपिटल आ सकता है, फिर लाइबिलिटी आ सकता है, फिर उसके बाद इनकम्स आ सकते हैं, लास्ट में लॉसेस आर लाइक दैट। बट हियर all the accounts are categorized into 5 major heads and rules are drafted for those different 5 type of the accounts. What do rules are there? Under double entry system of accounting, each transaction has 2 aspects. At the onset मैंने आपसे ये कहा था कि जो accounting equation है that is based upon a very fundamental concept of dual aspect, which states that every business transaction has the 2 aspects and both the aspects must be recorded. दो से ज्यादा हो सकते हैं, दो से कम नहीं होंगे। And this is based upon the double entry system. जो double entry system of accounting का है, that has been derived or based upon the dual aspect. और वो क्या कहता है? Under double entry system of accounting, each transaction has the 2 aspects. One aspect is debit aspect and that is receiving or incoming aspect. Another aspect is credit aspect, that is giving or outgoing aspect. Now all those 5 categories of accounts which we had divided, there are the different rules of debit and credit. Now with reference to assets, first understand, if there is increase in asset, that asset will be debited, and if there is decrease in asset, that will be credited. I repeat, if there is increase in the value of any asset, it will be debited, and if there is decrease in the value of asset, it will be credited. For example, plant purchase is debited and sold is credited. When you purchase a plant, asset means all the resources on which a business has its ownership. तो जब प्लांट या मशीनरी परचेज हुई तो एसेट की वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो गई, हमारे पास जो एसेट का बैलेंस है दैट इंक्रीज, सो ऑटोमेटिकली दैट विल बी डेबिटेड। और अगर हमने प्लांट की सेल कर दी तो बैलेंस रिड्यूस हो गया, दैट शुड बी क्रेडिटेड। विद रेफरेंस टू लाइबिलिटीज, लाइबिलिटीज के लिए नोट करें, देयर इज द अपोजिट रूल। लाइबिलिटी मीन्स all the obligations which a business has to pay to anyone regarding the business obligations, business की liabilities हैं। For liabilities rule is, if there is increase in liability, that will be credited, and if there is decrease in liability, that will be debited. For example, bank loan taken is credited and repaid is debited. अगर आपने बैंक लोन लिया, if business has taken the bank loan, liability increases, it will be shown in the credit side, and if it has repaid, repayment of the bank loan, it will be debited. So assets and liabilities had the opposite rules. Now with reference to the capital, for capital, as it is also treated as liability from the business point of view, same rule will apply which are applied with reference to the liabilities. Now what the liability rules are there? That if there is increase in capital, if there is increase in capital, it will be credited, and if there is decrease in capital, it will be debited. Increase in owner's capital will be credited, and decrease in owner's capital will be debited. So the same rule will apply for liabilities and capital. अगर ऑनर की कैपिटल इंक्रीज हो गई तो उसको हमने क्रेडिट साइड में दिखाना है, और अगर उसकी कैपिटल डिक्रीज हो गई तो उसको डेबिट साइड में दिखाना है। Likewise, for the expenses and losses, we have the very fundamental basic rule. if there is increase in expenses or losses, it will be debited. And if there is decrease in the losses, they will be credited. Increase in the losses, expenses, they should be debited, and decrease will be credited. For example, rent paid. Rent paid is an expenses, so it will be debited here. Likewise, there is loss on sale of asset. Again, it is a loss. It will be debited. Then the final account which we had categorized, that is the profit, income and gains. For them, there is the different rule. That rule say if there is increase in the income, if there is any profit or gain, that will be credited, and if there is any loss, vice versa, as I shared with you, that will be debited. Then increase in the income, profit, gains will be credited, and decrease will be debited. So here, with reference to all these 5 categories of the accounts, we had drafted the 5 very basic important rules. And what those rules say? For asset, rule is if there is increase in asset, that will be debited, decrease will be credited. With reference to liability, the rules say that if there is increase in liability, it will be credited. If there is decrease in liability, this will be debited. With reference to capital, the same rule apply which is applied with reference to liabilities. That is, if there is increase in capital, it will be credited, and if there is decrease in capital, it will be debited. With reference to losses, expenses, rules say that if there is increase in the expenses or if there is loss, it will be debited, and in case it is decrease, it will be credited. For the last account, that is for the profit, income and gains, if there is increase in profit, gains, it will be credited, and if there is decrease, it will be debited. So this way, basically we had categorized all the accounts into 5 categories, and we had also learned the 5 important rules of debit and credit with reference to these accounts. There are also certain other rules of debit and credit which we will learn in our next video as well as in our next chapter.